You hate ads? I hate ads. You know what I like? Patreon.com/Inkdependence keeps this channel ad-free. Hello, folks. I'm Mike. This is Inkdependence, and today I have an wrapping for you. This is something that I picked up at the San Francisco Pen Show, and I've been waiting to unwrap it until I could video it because I thought maybe it would be interesting to see. This is a new thing. It's a new brand that I have just become aware of, Goby Design, which is made by a fellow named Lewis in Berkeley, California. And these are notebook covers. This is a leather notebook, refillable and reusable. You can see it's got some instructions here on the back of the card, and that's really cool. And so I interviewed him during the Friday walkthrough video, this Pen Show live tour that I did, and I really liked the look of this. And so Audrey and I went back, and we kind of found the perfect one for me, and so I had to just go ahead and get it. So I did, so that's great. And those of you who found Lewis at the show or online after that video, that's great. Thanks for telling him that, you saw stuff here, because then he was able to tell me, hey, people saw what you did and they liked it and they wanted notebooks. So that's really neat. So I bought this at regular price, which ended up being about $80. Has a nice little thank you for supporting my small business sticker there. I like to do that when I can, especially when it's something like this, because it's real nice looking. So here is the notebook cover that I got, and just look at this. Look at this orange cover with this sort of like, I don't know, it looks like a butterfly wing design here, just like in the leather itself, just part of how it looks. I have Goby Design stamped in the back here. I went ahead and I almost got it monogrammed, but I thought, I don't really want to take away from the cool design on here with a monogram, so I just didn't. It says Goby Design, refillable, reusable notebook made by hand in Berkeley. I have this nice little strap. We can sort of take that off here. And he gave me one with two notebooks. Some of them came with two, some of them came with one. I'm not really sure why exactly. I think this might have just been a case where he was just trying out this little hack that somebody told him about. So here's what the inside of this looks like, which is very nice. You can see this leather here. You can see it's kind of burnished. It's like flattened out a bit. Very nice edges on this. How does it smell? I mean, it smells like leather. It smells pretty nice. Actually, it's a little bit sweet almost. That's cool. So this is a vegetable tanned leather, I am almost certain. And the cool thing about these, or the thing I guess that sets them apart, is not just that it's a small business made in Berkeley, although that's part of it, is that instead of using a string or those sorts of elastics and that sort of thing, like you'll sometimes see in these notebooks, he has actually done it with a wire. So this is a piece of wire which is tacked into the top and bottom here of this leather cover right here, which is pretty cool. And so it's not gonna stretch out or anything like that. You just kind of slide the notebook cover underneath it. And so he was putting in one notebook at a time. I'm not actually sure what the paper is in these. I should have asked. Maybe if I can find out, I'll put it below. This is a very thick paper. Look how thick that is. Whoa, wild. Yeah, real thick. So we'll have to see how this paper does. You can see there's a little embossing there in the, I don't know, it's a rooster and some numbers, and I can't read it. So the way that he was doing it was putting, the whole notebook under here, and you sort of have it in the middle, and then there you go. But then you can only have one little notebook in there, and some folks want more than one. I will often just use one in these. I don't like them to be super thick or anything like that. Just the one. So I would do it like that probably mostly. But the other way you can do it is to put the covers underneath here. Actually, you can do it this way too. Yeah, so now you have two notebooks in there. He had one cover going each way, but I think this works pretty much just as well. And you have two notebooks if you like that. Although you only have one, like this is the delineation between the two notebooks. So yeah, really interesting. And I really like the the leather here. I think it's very nice. It's a very thick, very sturdy kind of leather. It's tough. It's got a tough feeling to it. I'm interested to see how it will wear. This kind of, leather will patina over time and, take on some different, hues and scratches and all the stuff that you have done to the leather. I think that's pretty neat. One thing I really like about these, that kind of like the thing, if there's gonna be something irritating to me about a notebook, often it is It has to do with that elastic that goes through the middle, and this one doesn't have anything poking through the back, so that's nice. And then on the inside, you don't have a giant piece of elastic in the middle. And with some notebooks, they can't really handle that big old piece of elastic, and so it ends up being like really bunched out and that sort of thing. This one is a tiny little wire, and so you're not really gonna notice it, which is pretty neat. I'm into this. I can't wait to put some miles on this and see how I end up liking it. But I think it's gonna be pretty cool. Again, I have it upside down. It's hard to tell I guess it doesn't actually matter because they're blank notebooks. It doesn't really matter which side is up. But let's go ahead and like try some ink in it just to see what it does, because I'm curious. So I'm gonna use well, actually it's got a little plaque here in the back. That's interesting. I'm just gonna use this page right here. All right, so this is Colorverse Dakota Thunder. That's from a Pelikan M800, so it is pretty wet. You can see it's still drying there. Let's go ahead and use another ink just for funsies. This is an Andarillium ink. It's a shoebill stork, not a spoonbill stork. Spoonbill stork isn't even a real thing. All right, so here we have these two, and a little bit of feathering there from both of those inks. Actually, this might not be the perfect paper for fountain pens. You're not going to have any bleed through on these, though, because it's a very thick paper. Definitely not sized, though. There's no coating or anything on top of this, and so you're going to get some feathering, it looks like, and it doesn't seem like it really gave me any sheen there on the Dakota Thunder, which is too bad because that's a pretty sheeny ink. So yeah, maybe not the best paper here for fountain pens, but this is an A5 notebook cover, so you can throw any old 8.5 that you like in there and just use that, or just don't use fountain pens on it. Like, that's also entirely, an entirely fine thing to do. So there you go. I'm gonna put this into use and I'm gonna enjoy it. So, y'all go and check out Lewis over there at Goby Designs. I'm just going to use the one because I like it nice and thin. I'm into that. So go check out Lewis over there at Goby Design and tell him that Mike from Inkdependence says hi. And let me know if you find your perfect cover over there, because, man, look at this one. So pretty. All right. Thanks very much. See you in the next one. Peace out.